Life update. I have a new job where I actually teach this. I teach people how to make videos. And I got to spend an entire week in Melbourne doing it. I did just leave my bag of equipment at the last stop because I was busy fucking being an influencer. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna haul ass back. Oh my god, yes baby. That would have been an awkward start to the trip. Just, hey Zav, thanks for sending me to Melbourne. Lost all your stuff. When I realized I'd left it, like the second the doors closed, I ran up to the front of the tram and like knocked on the little thing. It was like, can you let me out please? I got like, and she just looks at me like, fuck, look at this guy, Jin. Just, nobody, not today. Next stop. Alright, well, guess who got the stuff back, so didn't need the attitude, alright? Check yourself. Unfortunately, I don't really know anyone in Melbourne, so I kind of just did things solo, just went around with my camera, shot the shit. But it would have been nice to have gone with someone. It would have been nice to have someone to share that adventure with. I don't know who told me that people from Melbourne are nicer, because I just went to pay for my lunch and the lady was like, oh, mind your step. And I misheard her, so I was like, my stamp? Is that something I left at the table? And she's like, so mind your step? Okay, yeah. And I was like, damn lady, I'm hard of hearing, right? 23, I'm getting on. I will say though, Melbourne had some of the best food I've ever tasted. I went to this Japanese restaurant that specialized specifically in pork katsu, and goddamn, was that not the best Japanese I've ever had in my entire life. At least on the katsu front, it was filled with cheese. I don't know how they did that, but it was magnificent. I'm not a gatekeeper, so here it is. Katsuhon, I think. Please, if you ever go to Melbourne and you like katsu, you like Japanese food, check this place out. You will not regret it. That's a Dash would guarantee. Arigatou gozaimasu. Still got it. It's been a long time since I've had someone that's walking the same path I am. And, is facing the same struggles, can relate to the same things. It's been a long time. And I think going on this Melbourne trip where I was doing a lot of it just by myself, and I was going to all these cool places, seeing all these cool things, but I didn't have anyone to share them with. I have you guys, I can take my camera along and show you guys, but not exactly the same. And it takes me back to my younger days when I did have someone like that. Okay, little editor's note here. I'm watching this next part back, and the more I watch it, the more sus it gets, and it's kind of hard to unhear now, so just a little disclaimer that things are going to sound weird, but they had only pure intentions. Alright, back to the video. And if you've ever experienced this where you have that friend that's like a best friend, but almost more so.
What do you mean by that?
Like a kinship. Like you share something so deep within you. I don't know, it kind of transcends friendship. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it's like this partnership that, I don't know. It's very fulfilling, particularly now that I've been doing this thing solo for so long and I want to take that next step with somebody else. I want to bounce ideas off other people. I want to help someone out, have them help me out. Just describing a reciprocal relationship. That would be nice. That'd be really nice. There was a silver lining though from the trip, besides the travel and the good food and making lots of money. Thanks, Sav, appreciate you. I actually ran into a fellow creator while I was going about my business, disturbing the public to get my perfect shots. And she came up to me, had my headphones on, I was like middle of shooting, and she just like tapped me on the shoulder and she's like, hi, she's like, oh, are you making videos? Like, you a content creator? And I was like, yeah, I am, I make YouTube videos. And we just got to chatting. Turns out she's also a content creator. She was so lovely, so kind. And I actually had that a couple of times throughout the trip where
random people would just come up to me and just ask me about what I'm doing. And maybe they make videos themselves, or one guy was a photographer, we just got talking about cameras. And it was really nice. It was really sick to have other just random strangers come up to you and start a conversation purely based off your interest and, you know, the things you're passionate about. And not many people get that. So, moral of the story, the path might seem lonely right now, but the further you walk, the more paths tend to converge on yours and the more people you meet. So just keep going. Yeah, that's it. Hope you liked it. Catch ya.